like a monopolist.
They are, but the interesting thing is that Apple really aren't a monopoly in the grand scheme of things. Every one of us that has a cell phone or a mobile device around the world, 1 in 5 of us about that use Apple devices. The rest of us often use devices that are run on Android, which is the Google version of the operating system. So Apple does have this cultural cachet. Lots of people use them, and their payment fees are taken from both ends, as the report explained, from the developers of the apps and the people who use it. But whether or not this kind of stands up in court is another question. We've got lots of cases going on at the minute.
Because, as you say, it isn't the only legal headache for Apple. I'm thinking Spotify, I'm thinking Fortnite, but this UK case is one that's focused more on consumers rather than developers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a class action lawsuit brought by customers of Apple who say that 30% fee that they charge on app downloads is too significant. Now, it is actually worth pointing out that Apple do have the ability to charge whatever they want, and they are more expensive than other mobile operators, but they probably claim that that is for good reason. Apple is seen as a walled garden. It's more secure. There's always this classic idea that if you have an iPhone or a Mac computer, then somehow you are more impervious to the sorts of cyber attacks that you were talking about in the US affecting oil and fuel pipelines. But that is okay for some people, but many people actually don't want those charges. They want to have the freedom to do what they want, and this is why it all ties in together with that Epic lawsuit that you discussed in your package there. Epic, the makers of Fortnite, decided they wanted to circumvent Apple's rules. They thought they could provide an app safely. Apple themselves say, no, we need to have the security and the stringent checks on all apps that are available on our devices.
So let's talk bigger picture. I mean, what does this say about the broader tussle between global regulators and the tech giants?
Well, if you're Apple or you're any other tech giant, you're not having a good time of it at the minute. You are being battered from all sides. So we have the class action lawsuit, we have the Epic lawsuit, which is the people that are actually engaged in business with Apple are starting to attack them. And then you also have the threat of regulation. So the European Union is saying that Apple is anti-competitive in the amount that it charges. So this is really a large part of a broader reckoning with tech. And I think particularly when we're talking about this class action lawsuit, I think it is trying to ride the coattails of some of these other ones. It's kind of recognizing that Apple and other big tech representatives are on the ropes, and so they may be more willing to settle simply because they're being attacked from so many sides that they can't fight